The wood that I'll be using to build this end table is poplar. It's also recommended in the magazine that I got the plans from. I start out by cutting 4 1x3s, 29 1/4 or 74.4 centimeters. These will be the legs. Right here I'm marking the sides of the legs that I want to face out, or what will be most visible. Next I'm marking the center of each leg on the back. This is where I'll cut a slot using the biscuit joiner. This slot will accept a number 20 wood biscuit. Glued in wood biscuits are what will hold this table together. Here I am measuring the center point where the biscuit joiner will line up to cut the slot from top down 1 3/8 to 4 1/8 or 3.7 centimeters to 10.5 centimeters. You'll want to place a 3/4 inch scrap piece of wood under the biscuit joiner to space the slots. Here I'm cutting a 1x6 13 1/2 inches or 34.3 centimeters in length. This will be used for the side. Here I'm cutting a 1x4 13 1/2 inches or 34.3 centimeters. This will be the side drawer guide. Here I'm gluing the drawer guide to the side. Once the glue dries, I'll cut it down to 12 1/2 inches or 31.8 centimeters in length. I'm guessing the reason why they have you first cut the sides 1 inch longer is to give you the ability to square up the sides when you make the final cut. Now that the glue is dried, I'm going to go ahead and cut the sides down to 12 1/2 inches in length or 31.8 centimeters. Here I'm sitting the table sides on the legs so I can align the sides up with the center slots of the legs and make it a mark. This is so I know where to place the biscuit joiner to cut the slots in the table sides. Now that I made a mark on each side to center up the biscuit joiner, I can go ahead and cut the slots on each end of the sides. Here I'm making the long spacers that attach to the bottom of the table and cutting in the biscuit joint slots. These are made from 1x3 materials. The length is 12 1/2 inches or 31.8 centimeters. Here I'm cutting in vertical slots in the stretchers that go between the table legs. I clamp down a scrap piece of wood to align the biscuit joiner. Slots are cut 2 5/8 inch from each end and 5 7/8 is the center slot cut. There will be 3 slots total. Now that I have all the wood biscuits and the joints glued together, I can simply square it up and clamp it and let it dry. Now that the glue is dried, I can go ahead and remove the clamps. I want to double check and make sure while the glue is drying that everything stayed square. Right here I am ripping down a piece of wood that's going to be used for the table front or apron. I am gluing on the scraps of wood and will be shaping them into the arches. These will accent the table apron. I set biscuit joiner to number 20 biscuit. Next I cut biscuit slots in each end of the apron. This is the back of the table, and here I am cutting 4 biscuit slots on each end. Here I am cutting the 1x8 material for the top. There will be a total of 3 pieces cut for the top. Next, I run each side of the 3 pieces cut for the top through the edger planer. This is so when I glue each piece together, there are no gaps. While I'm waiting for the glue to dry for the tabletop, I will go ahead and start building the table drawer. Here I am cutting a raveted notch in the end of the wood that will be the drawer front, using a sled on the table saw. I cut a 1/4 inch slot in the bottom of each drawer side. This will hold the bottom of the drawer in place. Now I'm just double checking to make sure the drawer fits. Looks like I measured everything right and the drawer fits. Here I am gluing in dowels. This is what will hold the drawer together. Oh yeah, sorry about the blurry camera. Right here I'm cutting a 20-degree angle on each side of the tabletop. This will make the tabletop much more attractive. Right here I'm using wood putty to fill any kind of gaps or imperfections before I do the final sanding. Right here it's kind of hard to tell, but what I did was I laid the top of the table on a table and set the table itself on top of the table, and it just made it a lot easier to screw the table to the top. I didn't get any film footage of me applying any of this shellac. Right here, this has got 2 coats of shellac on it. When it's all said and done, it'll have 4 or 5. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.